Joining us live is the president of the Sutherland Institute, Boyd Matheson, who is also a delegate and is in Cleveland right now, just ahead of the Republican National Convention. Good morning to you, Boyd.
Hey, Amanda and Tim, how you doing?
We are well and excited about hearing what's your idea about getting the platform pared down.
Over the years, the platforms really of both parties have just become these monstrosities. The last Republican platform was 33,000 words, which for perspective is, almost 7 times longer than the Constitution. And they've become just these very long laundry lists and nitty-gritty details. And so they're never read. They're kind of the ultimate in digital paperweight. They just get posted and then they die the death. And, going back to 1860, Lincoln's platform was 1,200 words long. And it was written directly to the American people and talked about principles, a few policies, but mostly principles. And I think the Republican Party has a real challenge right now. Nobody really knows who they are. A lot of people are trying to define who they are from the outside. But I think it's time to come back and say, this is who we are. These are the principles that we believe can make a difference for every American.
Well, in a year where there's going to be, at least it's anticipated, there's going to be much more attention paid to the convention by the average voter out there, I could see that as being a very important thing, but many people would say that the Republican Party themselves don't know who they are right now. So how do you pare it down?
Tim, you're actually absolutely right. If the Republican Party, and I would extend that, if as a nation we don't find ourselves in this election cycle, we're never going to find a leader that can take us anywhere that really matters. And so the effort that I've been trying to push here in Cleveland is to get people to just stop and recognize that we need something that every American, if the Republicans are going to be the party of hardworking Americans, they need to have a document that a family can read around the kitchen table, or that you can talk with your neighbor about over the back fence or on your social media. And so it's an interesting thing. Often at these kind of conventions, a lot of people have come here to put things into the platform. And while that's well and good, and we need to have those conversations about the specifics of policies, we really need a platform that we can begin a new kind of dialogue with the American people.
Just quickly, Boyd, would you scrap it all and begin from scratch, or do you begin by cutting out small things here and there and then adding?
So I think in an era where incremental change is not going to cut it, we need quantum change. So actually, Dr. Larry Arnn, who is the president of Hillsdale College, he and I and Dr. Matt Spalding, also from Hillsdale, we've actually drafted a platform that is 1,177 words long. So we even beat Lincoln by a few words. And we're circulating that amongst the delegates and just really beginning a conversation. We know it's a long shot for this round, but we think it's important, if nothing else, as a preamble to the big, long document that can begin a change and a transformation this cycle and moving into future years.
Well, I think 1,000 words is a lot better than 1,000 pages for anybody. Boyd, thanks for your time this morning.